Now, in our first story, as we know, an Accra High Court has ordered Achimota School to admit the 2 Rastafarian students denied enrollment in March this year. Now, when the story broke out first earlier this year, there were a lot of reactions on social media. We also opened our Zoom lines to get your reactions, which is what we'll be doing today. We'll be opening our Zoom line so that you can, tell us what your thoughts are. Though Achimota School had issued admission letters to these 2 students, it insisted on the day they reported to school they would only be enrolled on condition that they cut their dreadlocks in accordance with the school's regulation. Now, Kwekwa Asante was at the High Court and he came through with this report.
Oh, as you can see, I'm very, very, very excited and appreciate the fact that the judge stuck to the course. From beginning, she said that she's going to ensure that it is fast-tracked. She was going to expedite it to make sure that the children wouldn't suffer, and she did just like she said. Secondly is that what we said in the beginning about the violation of the Constitution, all along that was my position, and I maintained it, that the Constitution was being violated. And that is where she delivered the most powerful presentation today.
And so, when are you sending your children to school?
Well, I have to sit with the whole family and then we decide, because we are expecting that the school will give us a warm welcome when we go there. We're not expecting a situation where we are not properly welcome.
And so, for Tyrone, Iras Magai and Ohiniba Kwekun Krabia, the past few weeks have been difficult for them, but they are looking forward to moving on with their lives.
Well, before I thought I was lacking out, but I saw that as I was doing my online classes, it didn't matter whether I didn't go to school or not. As long as I'm getting the same education as they are, I can go through this. So I also believe that the court would rule for us. So I kept on with my classes, my online program, Wolo, and I believe I can cope with my friends in their academic when I get back to school.
Highly excited about this decision that the court made, because from a mutual standpoint, not like in favor of one party or the other party, but from a mutual standpoint that goes well with Achimota as well as with the Rastafarian. I think this is the best, because we growing up as Rasta kids, we have our individual dreams, and it includes going through the SHS. That's why I tried my possible best to score an aggregate 6, something that less than 1% of the entire 500,000 kids scored. So you can see how prepared I was to fulfill my dreams. And so having to go through all of this trauma and all of this discrimination, and now knowing that it was somewhat not necessary to have gone through all of this, it means a lot to me.
Now let's go to Facebook and get some of your reactions on that. And yesterday it was trending on Twitter. During production it was number 2. Hashtag Rasta was trending. But let's go to Facebook and see if we can get your comments. You know how to join the conversation on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We're JoyNews on TV. And let me get your comments, your Rasta comments, what you guys thought about that. All right, Timbuktu Mali says, Achimota got this wrong. Welcome to school, Tyrone. William Minta says, love all persons irrespective of religion, gender, culture, tradition, status, education, wealth, skin, color. Evans says, the court ruled with sentiment and prejudice to rule of law and common sense. And ASI says, all right, but the question is, how will the school treat these students after admitting them? Korea Donko says, I'm happy now that you can now go to school. I have dreadlocks and have been teaching art and music at music school in Frick in Switzerland for years now. To hear that the boy cannot go to school in Ghana because he has dreadlocks, as a teacher I was sad. God bless you for making the boy go to school. Thanks from Switzerland, Ghana as well. Pakwesi says, congratulations to you future leaders and Sachs of Next Academia. The fire really helped. Now human rights is working in our mother, Ghana. I was also very proud to meet one of the family, just chilling very quiet and respectful during the court break. Go to school and blow all the exams. They let Achimota blow horns with you guys. Edmund says, my worry is with the silent discrimination that they will face from both students and teachers alike. Nana Kwesi says, you're a strong guy. You have a bright future. Ghana needs more of you, yeah? Forget these primitive guys. You're going to come out of school more. This one says, see the level of confidence this little man is exuding without any prior preparation as regards what to say and right before several cameras. Ah, my chest. Many of us grown adults would have been doing so and while looking into the camera and laughing sheepishly like a little girl. Van Dal Papi says, good now. He would rather teach his teachers to take off this, but we even hear from the empty heads. Congrats to him for challenging the status quo. Frederick says, this Rasta guy is very intelligent. Patricia says, and he speaks so well, such a bright student whose bright future was almost shattered. Yaopon says, this boy, his composure, humility, exposure, confidence, wisdom, and knowledge is so amazing. It's my hope and prayer that Tyrone becomes a leader of this country one day. You can't defeat triplets. They came to this planet with their spirits. Amos says, brilliant and very articulate little man, such confidence even with all the cameras before him. I therefore hope to see you rep your school in the National Science and Maths quiz in 3 years' time. If the head teacher thinks it is easy to score straight A's, he for sure us results slip back then. We're going to take a quick breather. We'll be back with more. When I come back, I'll be opening the Zoom line so that I can get your thoughts on what's been trending.